Hello people, we're back again and we've got a kitchen rewire to do today. From what I can make out, I've not visited the property yet. A quotation was done on it and I've not had a chance to have a look. But from what I can make out, we've got to put a new cooker circuit in. We've got to get an extractor set up, put in the switch fuse connection unit. And there's a couple of sockets to be installed or raised up. But we will have a look when we get in. I'll tell you what, this is a beautiful setting out here as well. I'm just going to jump out the van. And it's a glorious day. And we're back in the woods. Yeah, I like these ones. They're nice and peaceful. Just lock the van up and we're getting. And let's take a look, shall we? Right, so this is what we have. We have, if you guys can see that, it's I'll stand back a bit so you get a bit more of a wide angle on there. What we've got is a cooker, hob and integrated oven going in here. So we've got to run a cooker cable which is then coming back to here, which I've already pre-drilled a hole. I measured from the smoke detector, so it gives me some bearings because obviously I can't measure through walls. And my exit point has nicely come out there, which I was well pleased with. I'll take you upstairs. I thought it was going to be more difficult than it was because we've got the bathroom there, which is above the now the existing kitchen has a flat roof. We've got tiles, so on and so forth. But we've lifted the floorboards in here, and with my nice super drill bit, I managed to get an angle, avoiding pipes and cables to go through to the kitchen there. So really, the thought being is to bring our cable through the pre-drilled hole there, and it's coming under the floor, and it's going to drop down into our cooker points below. So that's the plan anyway. So we're going to crack on with that. Well, so that's all work completed and tested for another day. Done. I'll be glad to get home tonight. I definitely will be. I might indulge in a glass of wine. Right, so what we've done today, we've run a 6mm cable coming from our consumer unit. That's going up that's coming out into the trunk end, and that's running along. It's gone through this wall here essentially, which weren't too bad drilling through. I got it right first time. I was well pleased. The angle was perfect. I couldn't have wished for it to go any better, so I was pleased with that. So our cooker circuit has now gone into the ceiling. Ignore that smoke detector, that's nothing to do with me. And I've got this one. Well, it is the smoke detection system's disconnected at the moment. I think they're looking to renew it when they get their new kitchen sorted out. And in the meantime, we've put in a temporary fire angel to keep them covered temporarily. Right, so our cable is coming in the bedroom upstairs. It's running through the joists, along the joists, and then coming down where you can see where that chase is. Well, I have installed a cooker isolator, and as you can see, there's the cooker connector down there, ready for. I've left a little bit of slack behind that switch, so obviously they can lift up the base units. There was a socket down by where the cooker connector is. There was a socket down there that I managed to extend the ring up to both these sockets and install these two sockets on either side of the hob. As we was discussing, I don't know if you've seen in my previous videos, we was discussing the in the wiring regulations, there's from a hob to the edge of the socket in the wiring regulations, there's no distances, there's no mention of it, but in the building regulations, part P, it says it's got to be a minimum of 300 mil from the hob to any electrical outlet, which we've done. So I'm happy with that, pleased with that. I better check upstairs and make sure all our board and floor is... Absolutely hate stairgates. They make every single stairgate different to the last one. Some you lift, some you push a button. Right, so this is where our cable will essentially come into. All the boards are back down. Yeah, basically we come along this, drill through the joist here, down to this section, then along, just straight down, around about here. I think it was this one actually. Dropped it straight down into the wall. So yeah, another day's work done. Pleased with that. Right, thanks ever so much for watching, and thanks again for your comments. I enjoy reading them, and I think it's polite and courteous to respond to every comment. So leave them in the comment section below. If you get something you want me to do, well, essentially film that you would like more knowledge on, then send me a message, and I will sort of plan the next project around that. So there we go. Right, thanks ever so much. Bye for now.